Okay, good evening, guys. So this is going to be a daily recap of pretty much everything that happened in today's market. So we're looking at MNQ as of right now. So this is pretty much what I was at. This is what I drew on the chart this morning when I was analyzing the market. And let me go ahead and clear that away so you guys can see. So this is the daily time frame. This is Friday right here. So we barely took out Thursday's high. Honestly, as you can see, it was just a small wick that closed by. So let's go ahead and label that Thursday's high. Thursday's high over there. So if we go to the 4 hour, just by looking at this hole, you can tell the market is bullish, right? You can tell the market is bullish. I mean, what we're seeing is, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. You could tell, right? So you could tell overall tell the market is completely bullish. Now, on this one over here, we did have a break of structure to the upside on doing this Thursday's high over here. We did have a break of structure up there. The market came down and we had a break of structure to the downside. As you can see, we took out this low with the wicks at first, then the strong candles came by. So we had that break of structure that happened over there, and the market could just continue to look. So break of structure happened. We had this candle over here, and the market just continued to dump to the downside. That's on the 30 minute. I mean the 1 hour. So you can see this all happen right there. So if we go to New York session, which is right here, you can see all New York session with green bar except for this one. So the market was pretty much rallying the whole day. So 30 minute, you want to go to a time frame that you can see the price action. So on this one, after we broke struck to the downside, the market came back, played around, and eventually dumped. We also have this. We also have another break of structure that happened right there, and the market just kept pushing up. So you have your huge order block over here. As you can see, the market tapped into this order block, then just pushed all the way back down. But at the same time, we still did have the strong 15-minute low over here that was never broken. 15-minute low. This 15-minute low is over here. And if we go to this 5-minute low, if we go to the 5 minute time frame, we can see this. So we get a huge break of structure to the upside. So we get a huge break of structure to the upside right there, right? And you're asking yourself, okay, so we had this rejection, right? Once you see this rejection, before we go in for a short, we want this low to be taken out, right? Because we look on the 15 minute, and this is a really strong point of interest. So if the market breaks this low, means we can start looking for shorts to the downside, take out this low, and eventually keep going lower, right? So this is a really really important low that you can't take any short trades to this low is taken out. So you're only looking for a buy trade. So as you can see, we broke structure to the upside. The market started playing around. Now you're asking yourself, where do you get in on this trade? How do you know where to enter this trade and make some money on this trade, right? So all you have to do is use your retracement tool. So you can use this one. So again, tool, you can see we came back down to 38% and 25.25%. Let's use this one. That's gonna be more clear for you guys. Okay. So from the high to the low, where do you enter? So as you can see, we did get a 50% retracement. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add something else. Let's add 0.50. Let's add 61. I'm sorry, this is 61. Okay. Why does this one show me that? Huh. Okay. Let's just take this one off and just go with this one. So, okay. So we draw from the high low to the high high, right? So where do you get in on this trade? So the first pullback that happened, as you can see, we get a huge push all the way down to 38.2. Then market starts to reverse. What we like to do is we like to see two candle pushes first before we go into a trade. So for example, this bullish candle over here takes out this red candle, takes out the high of this red candle. Okay, so that's one. we want to enter on the next breaker structure, which is going to be this candle right here. As you can see, this candle gets taken out, so you go ahead and set your entry over here on this candle, and you want to stop loss to be at the low. So it means if the market comes back down, it's no longer valid. The market wants to keep pushing lower, and you'd be targeting a 1 to 2, a 1 to 2 on this trade. And as you guys can see, the market quickly just turned around and took us out, which is fine. This is for the first example, okay? Now you want to wait again to see if this low is going to take it out, but you get to see the market does keep spinning around, doesn't want to take out this low. So you go ahead and wait for the exact same thing inside the structure. So we had this candle to the downside. So now what you'd be looking for is, soon as this high is taken out by this candle, so this is going to be down, up, up, up. So your entry is going to be here. The reason why we don't enter in this next candle, because we took out the high and the low. We only want to see a bigger structure to the upside. So we go to the next candle. So this one does, this high isn't taken out. This high gets taken out by this bullish candle. So you go right there, you put your entry right there, and you want to put your stop loss right here at the low of that candle. And you want to target a 1 to 2. Right there. As you can see, we got pretty close, but the market then pulled back and now it's playing around. So those were the two examples. Honestly, today's market was kind of choppy. We didn't see the big moves we would have wanted. But this is pretty much all the moves that happened on MNQ. ES was probably, I would say ES was clearer. As you can see, you could just see structures to the upside. You don't really have to worry too much about the 15 minute on ES because we just see pushes, pull back, pushes. So same thing on ES. I mean, we don't see anything crazy except, yeah, we don't really see anything crazy on ES. So ES, I personally don't think there's an entry here for for the strategy that I'm building. So I didn't trade ES. And on gold was iffy as well. Okay, you can already see my lines that I already drew on the chart already. So this was a really important low. Okay, so we had this break of structure to the downside caused by this move all the way over here. The market pushed down. Then we had the market play out and take out this high over here. So now we're expecting this market to respect this 15 minute low, right? So we can go that 15-minute low, 15-minute important low. Okay, because if the market grabs this 15-minute low, we're expecting everything to turn around, right? We're expecting the market to just continue pushing back to the downside, right? That's what we're expecting. So let's go down back to the 5 minute. So what happens? This is the most important low. So notice how, even though this is the, okay, you guys can see that. Let me do this instead. Okay. So as you can see, 15-minute important low, because this is a really important low that must not break. This must hold to continue to take buys to push the market to for the market to keep rallying higher. Okay, so if you notice, this is the 15-minute low, and how many traps do we get in here? When I say traps, for example, some people would expect the market to bounce from here and push back up. Some people would start shorting from all the way over here because they thought this is a strong low. This is not a valid low. This is just a 5-minute low. A 15-minute low, as you can see, this is the mother of all lows. So once we break this low, we're expecting more moves to the downside. Now, for example, some people would have gotten right there and was, nope, the market took them out, as you can see, played around, because you can see the huge push. There's a lot of people, a lot of stop losses were resting over under here. You look at this wick. So guess what the market does? Comes out, takes out this low again, then takes out this low. Now, as soon as we see this low, what are we expecting? Now we're expecting at least a 50% retracement, so that way we can take a short. But guess what? We don't get a 50% retracement. We just get the market playing around. So there was no valid trade over here. I mean, there was no trade in today's market, honestly, which is quite fine. We don't have to rush. We're in the phase of building our strategy, so that way we don't have to rush the process. We just have to keep taking the days as the days go by and build a solid trading plan. So that way we can get into the live market and start making some bread. Because I know that's what you guys want to see. This is the video. If you guys like how I explained it, if you guys have any questions, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions you guys have. Thank you so much.